So a lot of people are talking about getting into the market when it comes to investing. We're talking about the real estate market and investing maybe with a group. What's the best way to go? We've brought in Kurt Franke talking about the legal side of real estate from the law offices of Kurt A. Franke. Now, Kurt, you specialize in business laws, one of your specialties, and this is a great business, but it really has to be set up properly, doesn't it?
That's correct. It's a great business opportunity now with housing values the way they are. Good opportunity to get in, and some people are looking to buy and sell properties or to buy and develop properties and maybe rent them out. But before you get into that kind of arrangement, and especially if you're joining with someone else to do that, I think you want to talk to an attorney or somebody that knows what they're doing, probably an attorney, frankly, about how you structure that group.
Now, you've gotten some phone calls on this, and initially you're saying you want to set up an LLC to protect all the entities on this, correct?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be an LLC. There's several different kinds of business entities you could set up, but LLC is a great way to do it. It feels more like a partnership, but you get limited liability and limited exposure if you do it correctly.
All right, and built into that, you really want to make sure that every entity is thinking about the buy-sell aspect of it, because not everybody's going to be in it for the exact same amount of time, most likely, right?
That's right, and I think you want to not only think about, there's a lot of aspects about joining with somebody else in forming one of these entities that might go and purchase properties or whatnot, and those are the things you want to initially think about is what happens later down the road when one of us want out. And it's a lot cheaper on the front end to take care of those things than on the back end.
And if somebody wants to buy more, how you handle that as well, if you want to grow this group and grow your property group.
That's correct. And you can also establish other entities, smaller sub-entities to that, and you can have somebody, perhaps one that manages the property itself or each property. But, you know, the important thing is to take care of them early, because although the expense can sound expensive and attorneys aren't cheap on the outset, especially when you're counting every penny to put towards your business, when you're 5 years down the line, then you're perhaps looking at $60,000 to $100,000 in attorney's fees in litigation, win or lose.
So it really is just making sure it's all part of what should be in that business plan to set this up.
That it is. It's the money you want to put it. You want to put that money aside for the setup. And that's a great way to put it.
All right. You want to sit down with Kurt. Maybe you're putting together one of these groups. Sit down with Kurt and just make sure you've got these bases covered going in. How they get a hold of you, Kurt?
You can contact me at 827-6100. Speak with Linda. She'd be happy to set up an appointment with you. Or you can visit my website. That's LOKAF, LOKAF.com. It's
the law offices of Kurt A. Franke bringing us another side of the legal side of real estate. And this is something you're dealing with on a regular basis now, because
that's right.
It's what's going on.
Yep.
Very good. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate you coming in.